Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I do weekly uploads on some of the most horrendous and mysterious cases around the world. So if you're a true crime fan like I am, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. July 22nd, 2015 was just like any other night at the Bever household. All was good and everything was, or at least seemed, normal. But unfortunately, 52-year-old David Bever and 44-year-old April Bever wasn't aware of the absolute horror that their two oldest kids had in store that night. At 11:30 p.m. on July 22nd, the Broken Arrow Police Department received a 911 call which was believed to be 12-year-old Daniel Bever calling from a home on the 700 block of East Magnolia Court. The caller reported that someone was attacking their family. Apparently, right after saying that, the dispatcher heard the caller say, "Please don't murder me." Immediately after this, a male with a deeper voice said hello, and at that point, the operator heard screaming and crying before the phone line went completely dead. Upon the police's arrival, they found 13-year-old Crystal Bever in the front area of the house suffering from multiple stab wounds. Luckily, she survived because she then identified her brothers as the assailants. 18-year-old Robert Bever and 16-year-old Michael Bever turned into annihilators that night and ended up murdering 5 of their family members on top of leaving one severely injured. The youngest 2 children were found laying in the bathroom on the first floor. David and Daniel were found laying upstairs, and April was found laying near a couch that was also on the first floor. Combined between all the victims, there were more than 100 sharp wounds, and they were all done with force. The brothers later admitted that they committed the crime using a knife and/or a hatchet. Also, I don't think I mentioned yet that there was a 2-year-old little girl found in the house that was also their sister, but thankfully she was unharmed. Don't get me wrong though, it wasn't because they didn't want to, they just claimed that they forgot she was in her bed asleep. The day after this occurred, on July 23, 2015, the brothers were found hiding in a wooded area behind their family's house. Both of them were covered in dirt and blood, which I have pictures of on the screen for you guys. At that time, both of them were arrested on 5 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of assault and battery with a deadly weapon. Now, I'll shut up so we can get into the interrogation of the younger brother, Michael Bever. Real quick, before that, we reached our goal for 500 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. It may seem small to some, but I'm beyond grateful for each and every one of you. In order to be entered into the giveaway for the Visa gift card, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, then comment on any one of my videos, and I will pick a winner in the comments on March 1st.
Do you take any prescription medications?
Well, man, I just kind of got thrown into this, so I was hoping maybe you could kind of just go back at the beginning when all this started and kind of tell me what happened, because I need kind of the details so we know and understand what you went through and stuff.
Okay, so the very start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Is when we first really started talking.
So when you say we, who are you talking about?
Me and my other brother who's also.
Your brother?
Yeah, who's he has to do with me.
And what's his name?
Robert Bever.
Robert? Okay. And how old is he?
18.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
A couple months ago, I think back to the start of this year, we started talking about BRUTAL and rampage and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I didn't take it seriously at first, but then he started buying like a body armor and stuff.
Where did he buy body armor from?
eBay and Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, legal.
Does he have a job?
He did at Mike Tech. He quit the start of the year. And basically, it just kept escalating. He kept getting burned, and he asked if I wanted any, and I said yes, so he got me my own set.
Okay.
And then about a month, about like June 30th, is when he came to me and said he found out that he can legally buy guns without permit in Oklahoma, that he could.
Okay.
And that's when he started planning. And
now you said he bought body armor, but you kind of said like a bunch of stuff. Did he buy, what else did he buy besides body armor?
Besides body armor, knives, and he was in the middle of buying guns and ammunition.
I see. Okay. Where did he buy the knives from?
eBay too.
Okay.
eBay.
Can you tell me like how many knives or what they look like or anything like that?
I think he had about 3 normal knives and then 1 small Kevin packs.
Okay. And then, the guns, where did he start buying guns from?
He bought them online. I think the website's like Bud's Gun Shop, and he bought two Glock 41s, and a shotgun. I forget, it's like a remorse boot, I think.
Oh, okay.
Bought the Glock stuff with a website called Bud's Gun Shop, I think.
Okay.
And he bought the remorse boot off of the official website, and then had them shipped to like Yokonawa gun club. So they're actually right now waiting for him.
So they were shipped to
To a gun shop.
here in Broken Arrow?
Yep.
Okay.
And they were,
Where is that gun shop, do you know?
he said 7 miles away. He was planning on biking up.
Okay.
It's like and I think it's next to Get Mall. It's like Yokonawa gun shop
Okay.
or something. And then he bought, I think it was like 250 shotgun rounds
Okay.
on eBay. Not eBay, but some
On
website.
some website?
And then I think he bought close to 1,000 rounds for the Glocks.
Wow, okay.
And
But
he
he
was
still,
supposed to get out today.
oh, so he was supposed to have to pick those up?
Yeah, they're supposed to pick them up today.
And where was he supposed to pick those?
The ammunition was being shipped to the house. The guns were given out gun shop.
Okay. Do you know what his eBay user was? No.
No.
Okay. I just didn't know if you'd ever been on eBay and shopped or anything.
But I used to a long time ago, and I like, novelty stuff.
Right.
So then how, so he was buying weapons because you guys had talked about murdering.
Yeah, and he started planning it.
Okay.
And I went along with it because I didn't see the way I thought I wouldn't want to do it. I very quickly learned tonight that I didn't.
Okay, that you didn't want to do it?
I don't want to do it. I didn't, just because I didn't kill anyone.
Okay.
I stabbed someone.
Who did you stab?
My younger brother, Christopher.
Christopher. How old's Christopher?
9, I think.
What did you stab him with?
My knife.
What's your knife look like?
It's green, kind of like camouflage on it, so like.
On where your hand goes or where the blade is? It's camouflage?
Yeah, it's all camouflage.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
How big is it? Show me how big it is.
I think it's about this big.
Okay.
Handleable blade.
So what was Christopher doing when you stabbed him?
He was laying on the bathroom floor. Robert was also stabbing, and Robert asked me to go over and help him. So I stabbed Christopher, and then
Where did you stab him?
side of the neck.
Really? Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
You okay? Let me know if you need a break or anything, okay?
I'm good.
So was Christopher still alive when you stabbed him?
Yes.
What was he saying and doing?
He was just screaming.
Screaming. Did you say he was in the bathroom?
Yeah, I was next to the toilet, with that bathroom.
Who else was in the bathroom?
I think Victoria might have been in there. About
Victoria?
Yeah, my 4-year-old sister.
4-year-old, okay. I want to talk about that more, but we got to try to kind of stay like chronologically, if you know what I mean. So let's go back real quick. We're talking about the ammunition being delivered, making plans. Tell me more about making plans and what you guys talked about.
Making plans, we plotted every night, and I started realizing we were actually going to do this thing on the second night, and so I started getting ready.
When was that? You second night, what do you mean?
July 1st,
Okay.
because we started June 30th.
That's when you started making the plan?
Yeah, that's when we found out you could buy guns legally.
I see. Did you guys make drawings or write things down? Or
I think he had a journal. He was basically writing his ideas down. I think it's under his bed.
under his
I
bed?
haven't checked out.
Is it like a
It's
like a journal, like a notepad, or like
yeah,
a book?
it's like a blank book.
Okay.
A black book. I think it's like a little case or
So
something.
you think he wrote stuff in there?
Yeah, I think he was planning in it.
Huh. So then the second day, you said that's when you realized that it might actually happen.
Yep.
What made you realize that?
How serious he was. I mean, he was going through. He started planning on taking all of his money out of his bank and throwing away stuff, throwing away all of his stuff. So
Why did he want to do it?
kill people.
Yeah.
Well, mainly 2 reasons. I think it's because he just he says he hates everyone. He thinks society is pointless, and so he wanted to kill people.
Now,
And also he wanted to like beat the kill like amount of other famous people like Columbine and James Egan Holmes.
Okay. Did you kind of feel that way too? Like when you guys were talking earlier, like
Yeah.
like do you have a problem with society too? You think?
No, I just.
Or you were just more like the number of people getting killed was kind of interesting and exciting?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because you mentioned a couple names are those like serial killers or something?
Well, like Columbine?
Yeah.
Columbine and James Egan Holmes. James Egan Holmes is a guy that shot up the theater.
In Colorado?
Yeah, he killed 12 and...
Wow. How many were killed in Columbine?
Columbine, I don't know, like 15,
Okay.
I think.
So did you guys have a goal? Did you have a number?
He just wanted, I think he wanted to kill like 50.
Okay.
I have a goal.
So so as the planning goes, tell me what plans you started making and coming up with.
Well, originally, I think kind of stayed steady throughout the month. Is we wanted to kill everyone at the house first.
Okay.
And then wait for all the packages to show up over the weekend. And then we take the Yukon and we get our state with the guns and start killing, rampaging.
Did you know where you were going to drive to?
Towards Washington.
Washington State or DC?
Washington State.
Okay.
Washington State.
Why would you go to Washington State?
It's
Never-
kind of
just never been
it's
there?
just kind of the direction we planned on.
And you said Yukon. Do your parents have like a Yukon? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a large Yukon XL.
Does Robert have a driver's license?
He has a loaners program.
Okay. So he would be able to drive it. Can you drive if you had to?
No, I couldn't.
Well, you can play video games. Surely you can drive a car.
It's a different.
Just not very well. I mean, you could get it from point A to B. You might hit some things on the way, but okay. So you had your plan. So what happened after? I mean, tell me some more.
Well, I think everything started falling in place.
Kleenex right there for your thumb. Yeah, Kleenex right there.
There we go.
Oh.
Or maybe it's from your finger. I don't know. Yeah.
But back a week before is when I started feeling way useless stuff.
Okay.
And I bleed, and so did he.
Did you guys like give things away to friends or anything like that, or
Threw it
just
in the trash. I'm sure a lot of it's still in the barrels in the garage.
in the garage?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff did you throw away?
Random stuff, toys, stuff that was just piled up in my closet, and he had the room to put the body armor.
Oh, I see.
Old shoes, clothes.
How long have you had the body armor?
The body armor? Robert's had his probably since it started ago, and we've been buying it. Well, he's been buying it.
Was it shipped to the house?
Yeah.
Do your parents know? I mean, did they know it?
They knew he had bulletproof vests. They always thought that was a little loud, but they never said anything about it.
Did he have anything else like the gear that the guys wear, helmets or goggles or gloves?
He had a soft Kevlar vest, a heavy, I don't know, it's like a metal plated vest,
Okay.
level 3A and a level 3A. He had a helmet, bulletproof helmet, a bulletproof DEA mask, and leg guards.
Wow.
Also like knife-proof
Arm thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
knife and balaclava.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
And then the body armor that you had, what was it like?
it was almost identical.
Okay.
Just a couple different different models and stuff.
And where is your body armor now?
Oh, my vests and my helmets, it was laying in the woods. The dog pulled it off of me.
Oh,
I was wearing it.
Oh, you were wearing it?
Yeah, I was wearing this vest and the plate carrier and the
Okay.
helmet. So I took that, and the rest of my body armor was still in the closet.
Okay. So then kind of what happened is, I mean, you guys started getting all that stuff together and
Yeah.
you're throwing things away and...
Yeah, and we doing all the packages and the holsters, arrows, all that stuff was going to get healthy from Amazon. And so we set a date.
So was the plan to use the knives at first on the family?
Here's a nice one.
Because the guns weren't going to be here till later on?
Yeah, and the guns would be too loud.
Oh, I see.
So going to use the knives on the family, which obviously did not go as planned.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
No, I just hope nobody saw us right now. Like, we didn't hope more people. I did.
Yeah. Did, so then, You picked a date, you said.
Yeah, which was yesterday night. That was the date.
Did you pick a time and everything?
Yep, yeah, midnight when most everyone was in bed except for Mom.
So how did you guys know? He just came and got you, or you got him, or what did you guys do?
We were hanging out in the bedroom waiting.
Okay, and so...
How did you pick the date?
It would involve with the packages and stuff would be how, because all the ammunition, he didn't want them to see that. So we killed him the day before the ammunition would get held, the day after the move.
Do you guys not like your mom and dad? I mean, are they, I mean, most teenagers don't like their parents, so I can understand that.
Yeah, I mean, Mom was okay, but Dad was a little bit,
Just a little bit too much.
Yes.
So, you guys waiting in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and was it right when midnight, and that's when things started?
Right at midnight, my sister, she came in, because she was getting to go to bed, she came in to tell us.
How old is
13.
Okay.
She came in to tell us that Mom wanted us to get the kitchen done before we went to bed and put the cats up. And basically, we did what we planned. I got to my desk, and I had to look at something to just get to roll up, but went up behind her, grabbed her, and slid with you.
Really? What did he use?
His large red knife.
Okay. A large red knife?
Yeah, it's like mine.
How big is it?
It's like mine, only red. It's about
Oh, I see.
that big. And then she fell to the ground screaming. Mom came in first, and then she was
Is
in
your
the
room
hallway.
upstairs or side? I don't know. I haven't been to your house, so I don't know.
Her room is downstairs. It's towards the back of the
Okay.
house.
And so she fell down and started screaming.
Yeah, whatever. Kept stabbing her. I kind of freaked out because,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't planning on
Were you
this.
saying anything, or, I mean...
I just stood there.
Okay.
And then Mom came in yelling, call the police. And then he went over and stabbed her.
Then he stabbed her?
Yeah, he probably was stabbing her, pushed her, floated down the hallway, and got up and ran.
Okay.
She ran out the door.
Okay, so she sat down at your desk, and he slit her throat, you said?
Well, she was standing at my desk and
Oh, I
came up
see.
behind and slit her throat, and then she fell down screaming.
And then he stabbed her some more? When he was stabbing her some more, where was he stabbing her?
Her neck.
Oh, at her
Her
neck?
neck and stomach.
Stomach, okay.
And then my mom came in and she started yelling, call the police, get Dad. And then he came over and started attacking her. He actually got up and ran out the front door.
Wow.
And once Mom was on the ground, he got up and started chasing after her.
And what were you doing?
Standing
Did you
there.
come out in the hallway?
No, I was just standing in my room and I don't know what I was doing.
So he stabbed your mom with the same knife?
Yep, somewhere.
And where did he stab her?
I think in the neck too.
Okay.
And no, actually, he stabbed her in the neck, pushed her into the kitchen, and then together. So with you, she started screaming, ran into the family. At the same time, he realized and left the house.
Okay.
I went over and disabled the alarm.
Okay.
That's what I did. And then
Where's the pad for your alarm?
It's not the front door.
It's what?
It's now the front door.
Near the front door?
Yeah, and so I went over and disabled the alarm so it wouldn't,
But has she already gone outside?
She went outside and then Robert went after her.
So where did she...
She was laying in the driveway and he to go her back from, the bench, front yard, and started choking her.
on the bench out front?
Yeah, it was like a little bench and he threw the bench on her and went back inside to go after the little kids.
Did he bring her in, or did she stay out there?
She stayed out there until he asked me to bring her in. I ran out. I had to go her inside. That's why she's in the entryway. I had to go her inside.
Oh, you brought her back in.
Yeah,
Was she still alive?
Yeah, she was still screaming. And then that's about the time Dad came down.
Okay.
Because his bedroom's upstairs. And he went back in the boys' area where Robert was. The boys' area, that's what they call it, our room. And they started attacking Dad. They got a little bit of a fight. But then eventually Robert got him down and I think he killed him.
Did he cut his throat too? Where did that happen?
In our room.
In your room?
Yeah.
And where were you?
I was standing in the hallway.
Okay. So did you see him cut your dad's throat?
Yeah.
Did he stab him other places too?
I don't know, I think he just went for the throat.
And where was she? Was in the entryway?
Yeah, I think she was in the entryway at that time. And then he went in and Daniel was in his room, which is down the hall, and I was like, let me.
How old's Daniel?
I think he's 12.
Okay.
And I was like, let me in, and he let me in. He was sitting there on the phone with the police. I grabbed the phone, which is my phone. He got my phone, and then I ran into the kitchen and I smashed the underground. So
Which was your phone?
Yeah, it was my phone.
Now you don't have a cell phone anymore.
No, I don't. And then I went back down, and he and Daniel and Christopher locked himself in the bathroom. Daniel locked himself in Dad's office.
Okay.
And then I finally got both of them to open the door because they thought I wanted in there.
But they were in different rooms?
Yeah, they're right next to each other. Right?
Oh, I see.
And then Robert went in and stabbed him. He went in and stabbed Christopher. That's when I stabbed Christopher.
So when he stabbed Daniel, where did he stab Daniel?
I think he shanked him in the neck, and then Daniel ran off, and so I went in and started attacking Christopher.
So Daniel got stabbed in the neck and ran off?
Yeah.
Where did you run to?
He ran into the family room about Mom. Mom ended up, she was laying on the ground yelling, call 911.
Okay. And he stopped in there?
Yeah, he collapsed in there, and then Robert came in and started stabbing him in the chest.
Oh, I see. And then who's the youngest, the 4-year-old?
The 4-year-old, I don't know what happened with her. I hope she's alive.
I'm sorry, maybe I messed up. The one that you stabbed, who was that?
Christopher.
Christopher, that's what I'm trying to say.
He's 8-year-old, I think.
He's 8.
10.
And he was in the bathroom.
Yep.
So Daniel had got stabbed in the neck, ran out to where your mom was.
Yeah.
Robert followed him, stabbed him some more.
Yeah, after we stabbed Christopher in the bathroom.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then basically after that, everyone was pretty much dead. We forgot about all.
Who was dead?
Everyone, I think,
Okay.
looked like they were dead, except for she was laying in the ICU screaming. Then there was a knock at the door.
Okay.
Someone knocked at the door. I think that might have been the neighbor because the police wouldn't have been there yet. And then they just kept knocking on the door. So we turned around. I grabbed on, put my soft vest and heavy vest on. I was carrying the plates. I put my helmet on. And then we went out the back door of Dad's office, climbed over the fence, went down into the park, and started cutting through the woods.
Okay.
We both collapsed. I think so. We were just sitting there, and they found us.
That's how you got kind of dirty and stuff, dirt on you. So you guys collapsed. Were you just kind of hiding out?
Yeah, we were just laying in a little ditch thing in the woods, and then we saw the light and we lay down, and the dog came over.
Did you hear the dog coming?
Mm-hmm. I heard them coming. I saw them coming, and then they started yelling, "Put your hands up!"
Mm-hmm.
I stepped on my head and handcuffed me.
Okay.
Can you okay, I'm a little bit lost, I think, because there's too many people in this house. There's you, there's Robert.
Yeah.
Okay, you're 16, he's 18. Then who's next?
Yeah, she's the third oldest. She was the first one.
Okay. And then Daniel?
And then Christopher.
Then Christopher.
And then Victoria.
Victoria.
Then
She's 4.
Yeah, Victoria's 4.
Okay. And what's Mom's name?
April.
April?
April Bever, unmarried maiden name, I think you call it, is Sharp.
Sharp?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And Victoria's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's Dad's name?
David.
David? Okay.
David.
And then, are there any other kids? How many kids is that? That's...
Then there was, she's a baby, she's about to turn 2, toddler. She was up in her bed.
Okay.
I think he forgot about her. And I think she stayed asleep until the police came. And I saw them get her out, so she's okay.
So you saw them carry her out?
Yeah, I was in the car.
Was that the plan, was to kill her too, though?
We just want to get that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when y'all got done at the house, where were you going to go?
We were going to hang out there for at least the day. We were going to get the bodies in a room or something, maybe the attic. Clean up, and then wait for the ammunition, go pick up the guns, and then we'll leave the next day.
Where were you going to go? I mean, where was going to be your mass plan to get the most people, the most bang for your buck?
We're just heading generally towards Washington State. We're going to do it statewide.
Did you guys have, were you going to go I mean, who else were you gonna kill? Just whoever you ran into?
Yeah, pretty much. He said 5 at a time, like gas stations, restaurants.
Okay, and then just keep going.
Yep.
Did he have some money saved up or something?
Yeah, he had about 480 after buying all the ongoing weapons. Plus
He
100.
still had that?
Yeah, plus 100 I had.
Oh, okay. So we talked a lot about your plans in the beginning, because here's what I don't understand is, as you and Robert are kind of planning things out, I mean, because you seem like a really smart kid, and that you kind of, I mean, it seems like you had some pretty detailed plans. You guys had good equipment and weapons, and it seems to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I would think that as you guys plan this out, you had maybe more specific plans, like Robert was going to kill this person, and you were going to kill. So who were you supposed to kill?
I was supposed to take my pistol crossbow. Who was supposed to shank his son? She was supposed to die quietly. Yeah, she was going to be the first one. She was. And then Robert would go in, slit Mom's throat, push her over with him. We'd both go in and kill Victoria.
Because it was supposed to be like quiet. Right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be with it. And then I would go upstairs and shoot David, Dad, and the guy with my pistol crossbow would kill him, and then Robert would go over and kill him.
Okay.
So did you use your crossbow at all?
No. The only time I ever hurt anybody was when I stabbed Christopher in the neck.
Did Robert use your crossbow?
No, it's just saying all the time.
Where is your crossbow?
I think it's on my bed still, unless they collected it.
So did you have it out ready to go, and then it just kind of didn't go as planned?
Yeah, no, nothing is planned.
Yeah. I think we talked about it, but did Robert, you said he had a knife that was just like yours, but it was red.
Yeah.
Did he ever use another knife on anybody else or anything?
I don't think he did. I mean, he had another small surgical blade knife.
Yeah.
It's not like 4 inches. He said he was going to use it, but
Where was that?
in his pocket. He had 3 knives. A large, about 15-inch black one.
Like a machete kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like a cable knife.
Okay.
And the
Where,
12.
where was that, the big one?
It was sticking out his belt.
Okay.
And the one he used, the 12-inch blade one. And then the small surgical blade.
Okay.
Which he had in his pocket.
So, who all died? Who do you know died for sure? Like, what's the count? How do we know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Who do you think died?
Dad, Mom, Daniel. That's about all I know because I saw them.
And Daniel's the one that you stabbed?
No, Chris was one I stabbed. Daniel's the one he went in and
That's
stabbed him in the lungs.
And he was in the living room?
Yeah, in the living room with Mom.
And Christopher, you stabbed him in the neck.
Yeah, he was in the bath,
So was he still making noise when you left, or how did that go down?
Yeah, he was still yelling when I left. I don't know if probably killed him. I think he might have been alive, because later I came back and the door was shut and locked. I tried to kick it down.
Okay.
Just had those holes in that door now.
So,
You kicked it down?
I didn't kick it down.
Okay. Who did?
I tried to. Nobody kicked it down.
No.
It stayed intact. I don't know what turned out, if he's still alive.
did you, because here's what I'm seeing happen. You know, you guys had all these detailed plans. You had all the cool stuff to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it kind of started falling apart, and you said, like, it didn't go as planned. Did you kind of just freak out a little bit, like,
Yeah,
what's really happening?
Well, I didn't know it was going to be like.
Yeah, you don't. But here's what's getting me is, like, it's crazy because you guys worked together and made all these plans and, you know, had it all figured out, and then when it happens, you're just kind of standing there not doing anything. And did you decide, like, Robert's going to kill everybody and I'm going to stand here and do nothing, so I better, did you,
I think that was my plan. I didn't want to kill anyone or hurt anyone. I couldn't do it, so I was going to let him, like, kill everyone.
Yeah, but you stabbed somebody in the neck.
No,
I mean,
I just kind of,
Well, what I'm saying is it's not Robert's the one that should get all the credit here.
Yeah.
Because it's a big deal. I mean, you're gonna be on the news. You know what I mean?
I know.
People are going to want to interview you. I mean,
I don't want to be interviewed when I'm moving this.
Well, but I'm just thinking,
He does.
because you had said you had the plans, like, you're supposed to kill this person.
Yep.
He's supposed to kill this person. Were you supposed to kill Christopher? Was he your responsibility?
No,
It just worked out that
Christopher
way?
and Daniel was supposed to be his responsibility. I was
Okay.
only supposed to kill Dad and Victoria, hold with Victoria. And then
But he had already basically done that.
Yeah.
So now you're left standing there. So were you trying to kill Christopher when you stabbed him in the neck? Were you just gonna...
I purposely missed the middle of the neck. I think I might have even hit him in the shoulder. I certainly didn't do it hard, but I don't know.
so, originally, your responsibility was
Victoria
Victoria
and Dad.
and Dad.
Yep, that's what I was supposed to take care of.
Did you guys talk specifically? Because you said the crossbow, so you said... you guys had it planned like, this is specifically how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it was very specific, unfortunately, I think he got his plan to move or something. It doesn't work out that way.
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be a lot quicker and quieter, I guess. Did you, so had your cell phone, is that right?
Daniel had my cell phone.
Daniel.
They got my cell phone and called the police.
So when did you last have your cell phone that you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I think it was in my pocket. Like either that or I was sitting on the living room couch.
Okay.
And I don't know when he got it. But
So you had maybe left it on the living room couch and gone to your room, and
Yeah.
you guys are waiting for things to go
yeah,
down?
getting ready.
Did he ever use your phone or play with it or do any of that stuff?
No, he wasn't allowed to.
So did he only get your phone because he was trying to call for help?
Yep.
So do you think he went to the living room and got it?
Yeah, I think he did because mom was laying in the living room, screaming, call the
Okay.
police.
And so somehow he came down the hall?
Yeah, I don't know if he might have got in my room when I was outside. I was turning off the alarm.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was.
Do you know what alarm company your alarm's for?
We never actually, it's just the alarm, the sound
Just
itself.
a sign?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just the sign. I think it's ADT, whatever.
And are there cameras or anything in your house?
Yeah.
Where do those record to?
Hallways, living rooms, another hallway, and his crib.
Is it go to a computer or something somewhere?
I don't think it was being recorded, no.
Oh.
Just live.
Do you not have, so is there a TV where you can watch it somewhere?
Yeah, my dad watches it on his phone. He has an app to watch it
Okay.
on his phone. Watches on
Is that through like the cable company or something, or?
No, I think it's something he set up, like his own server or something.
Oh, okay. And you don't think it's being recorded?
I don't know if it was being recorded. I mean, his computer system's like, super hard to get into.
Oh, but is it like a good computer system?
It's a good computer system.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a database engineer or something. So.
Oh, that's right. So as all this was going on, what was Robert saying? Did he say anything to you?
He didn't say anything to me until we were getting ready to head out the back door. I asked him if he was okay, what was going on. He said, yeah.
Okay. So you guys were just kind of silent the whole time?
Yeah, it was silent.
Did you cut your finger? Is that your other hand? Is that?
I think I might have done this when I was trying to stab Christopher.
Okay.
So
that might be from your own knife, is what you
yeah,
think?
it's fine.
Are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. And so how do you think you cut your finger?
I was kind of.
Oh, were you holding him?
No, he was on the floor, but
Yeah.
I might to give us something.
You don't remember?
I cut it with my own knife. I know that.
And you think it was during the time when you were stabbing him?
Yeah, around that time.
Did you say anything to Christopher?
I just
No. So you stabbed him. Now it's several hours later. How are you feeling?
This whole thing, like film when you first stabbed to getting caught, I think it only lasted about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was like, because it's 8 o'clock in the morning now. So it's like 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now? I mean,
I,
just kind of,
I didn't want to do that.
yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
So you were saying you pleaded with, I guess, when they were locked in the bathroom, and what
Yeah,
other room were they locked in?
The bathroom, and then right next to it is my dad's office. Daniel locked himself in his office.
Is it just one door to get into the bathroom and the office?
No, they're
Or
right, two doors right next to each other.
right next to like this? basically?
Like, you know, like
in
this.
the corner,
Yeah.
kind of.
And I was like, I said, help, Robert's after me, and they both opened up.
And which room did you go in?
I went into the bathroom, just, I stabbed Christopher.
Okay. But and then what did Robert go?
Robert went into the office where Daniel was, stabbed him. Daniel ran off, and they came into the bathroom and started stabbing Christopher. I left. And, yeah.
Okay.
So, I guess where I'm kind of confused is if you didn't want this anymore and you didn't want this to go down this way, why con them into opening the doors and letting this continue?
I was trying to help Robert.
Mm.
Because,
And so when you guys ran out the back door with all your stuff, and of course that wasn't part of the plan. Did you guys talk and like, hey, we need to go this way, and now it's
I
high?
think we pretty much knew where to go.
Okay.
I just kept asking if he was okay, because, we acted like he was about to, collapse.
Okay. Because you guys have been through those woods before?
Yeah, we used to play in them.
Okay.
So we knew where to go.
And you said someone had knocked at the door.
Yeah, that's why we didn't go through the front door and get in the vehicle.
Okay.
Because someone was at the door.
And you said maybe that was the neighbor.
I think it was,
But did you also think, is it the police?
I know if it was the police, they would have gotten into the door, because was laying right down in the
Okay.
view of the window screening.
What was, when did you realize the police were there?
When we were in the woods.
Okay. And how did you know the
We heard
police?
the sirens, and
Oh.
then a couple minutes later we saw the lights.
And they heard a dog?
Yeah.
Was the dog barking or growling or something?
It was growling, but
Yeah.
pulled me up.
Okay. So at the point when you heard the sirens and stuff, were you guys kind of hiding and hunkered
Yeah,
down?
we had been sitting down.
Hoping they wouldn't find you?
Yeah,
Okay.
to the ditch.
So did you guys tell anybody else your plans?
I didn't tell anyone else. Rob was talking to people online about it.
So how many computers are in this house?
Computers, oh gosh. I think everyone has at least one computer. There's like 3 Chromebooks, which Daniel, Perry, and Christopher use. I have 2 laptops. They use for game design. Robert also has 2 laptops, same type. Has a tablet laptop thing.
Where are your 2 laptops?
Robert's is in his closet, mine is on the desk.
Do you guys share a room?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 2. Do you use both of them, or one's an old one and
One's
a
an
new?
old one.
So you don't really use it?
No, I was gonna take the photo guys and stuff
I
out.
see. And your newer one is on the desk?
Yeah, next to the old one.
And then Robert has 2, but he has an old and new one?
Yeah, same things. I have an old compact, he has an old compact.
Okay. What's your new one?
Gateway.
And then what's Robert's new one?
Also a Gateway laptop, same
Okay.
model.
And where is his new one?
In the closet, I think, with his old one. Mine's on the desk with my old one.
Okay.
We were going to plan on, taking photo guys out. Just
To take them with you or something?
No,
Oh, out
just
of the old
going-
ones?
Yeah, we were going to keep them.
Yeah.
Keep them to the way.
Do you, does your laptop have like a passcode or password on it or
Yeah, I
something?
can tell you the password if you need it.
Okay.
I can write it down.
Yep.
Yeah. What is it?
Once I graduated high school, I changed it to like hashtag 2014, capital G grad.
Capital G.
Yeah, grad.
Grad. G-R-A-D.
Yeah.
And then G is capital.
Hashtag 2014 grad.
I see.
Do you know the password on Roberts?
No, I don't.
And so is your, I may have asked you already, where's your knife now? Do you know? Or where was
My
it
knife,
last?
all my 3 knives were in my pocket. Were in my pocket bag.
Oh, when you got caught. Okay. So here's a problem that we might have, and I don't want it to be an issue for you because you've been really cooperative. You know, we're going to talk to Robert too. So he's going to give us his version of the story, and you know, sometimes they're going to be different. So, is there anything that you kind of didn't quite tell me right, or you changed a little bit, and now that you understand that Robert's going to tell me everything?
He'll probably tell you that he'll forgive them, because that's what I told him, you know, when we were sitting out in the woods, you know, to make conversation. But, you know, forensics will show you penalties that Christopher.
What 3?
What do you mean you told him? So you told him you killed 3 people?
Yeah, I told him, because he asked me how many did you get. I said 3.
Did you tell him who you got?
No, I just said 3.
So do you, I guess this is my question for you. Do you think it's a lesser sentence if you killed 1 or if you killed 3?
No.
What, I mean, I don't know. I think Robert, he may have, there's going to be a lot of differences. That's what I'm concerned about. And we don't want you to come off as a liar. I mean, because you've been real cooperative. You seem like a really good kid. You know, you graduated high school early. You're designing games. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you got going on. And so I don't want people to get a bad opinion of you and think that you're the type of guy that lies to police when he's kind of caught. You know what I mean? So tell me, I know that you're leaving something out. I mean, because it's like she said, you know, this isn't like you stole a bicycle. You know, this is the most you can do. You know, so it's a big deal. But a lot of people, when they talk and think about this thing, your honesty is a big deal, and how you handle yourself from here on out. And if you come off, because to me you don't seem like a bad guy. You know, like you don't scare me. I mean, I never thought you would have done this. So you just seem like a normal kid to me, and you seem like an honest kid. But see, I talk to people all the time, and I mean, I know when people are lying, or when I'm not quite getting the whole story. And so I just want to catch you before you get in that bad spot where people start saying you're a bad guy, you're evil, you're a liar. So just tell me what I'm missing.
Oh, I mean, along with the dude thing, I was going around to, like, convincing the people who were still alive that, like, I was on their side. I called the police, you know, so they would, like, stay and I would get them.
So they kind of stay on the ground, and he'd be able to come stab him again.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to go get Robert to let him know someone was still making too much noise or anything?
No, it was chaotic. He was just going from person to person.
So what kind of things did you say to them?
But the only things I said to them was when I was trying to convince them that I was with them, so they would, you know, come to me and could kill them.
Okay. And that's all you think that he might tell me different? Is he going to lie to me?
I don't know. I don't think he would lie, because I'm pretty sure the only reason he's like he let himself get arrested and it's not like getting a major shootout and dying from the police is because he went to see the aftermath. So I don't know if he's going to.
Oh, I see. So you think he may kind of just tell us what happened too?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Did you guys talk about being on the news and getting to see each other on TV and stuff?
Yeah.
What kind of things did you say and talk about?
Mostly about how we were planning on killing more people,
Yeah.
from the top. And we become famous, we get on Wikipedia lists.
Oh, okay.
Famous people.
That'd be a big deal, yeah. I mean, do you think they might even make a movie or something, or a TV show?
I don't know about a movie or TV show, but...
Did you guys talk about that?
Yeah, definitely documentaries and stuff. He just wanted to be famous.
What did you want?
Me?
You keep talking about what he wanted. What did you want?
No, I just wanted to get my bonus pool, get a job.
But you, I mean, your big brother's telling you he wants to be famous, and you guys are making these plans. Surely you want some of that fame too, right?
Yeah, I do want to do it with him because, like, he's going to do it no matter what. He says if I don't do it with him, they'll just kill me too, or leave me there. So, do it with him.
Yeah.
So y'all have been planning this since 30th of June, you said?
Yeah.
That's the first time y'all talked about it?
Well, not the first time we talked about Bodo. I mean, he bought us a light vest. He always said he would come out, okay, hello. I didn't think he'd ever do it, but...
Yeah.
You need anything?
We're going to step out for just a second.
Well, I was right. The guys that are interviewing Robert kind of gave me a quick version of what he's saying that you did,
Yeah.
and you haven't told me everything, okay? So I know you're not being completely honest, and I gave you one shot already.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you might have said. I mean,
Well, you stabbed more than one person. So who else did you stab?
Saying,
Or you stabbed more than just one time?
oh, I stabbed Christopher more than one time.
How many times did you stab him?
I think twice.
Because you don't think we're going to know that?
Stop
I
thinking
know.
and go with what you know.
You mentioned forensics a minute ago.
I know.
I mean, I'm just one of like hundreds of people that are going to look at this thing, okay?
I know.
I mean, we got the state police coming in. There's, I don't know, 20 different forensic detectives at your house right now.
They're going to be there a long time because of the scene that it is.
So everybody that you killed and every single stab wound that you inflicted, we're going to know about. And this is your last chance to just kind of let us know, to be honest, to man up and tell us exactly what you did and start making it right.
I hit Christopher. I did not stab Victoria with Daniel.
You did not stab Victoria.
Yeah, I tried to stab Mom.
You stabbed them all.
When she was walking away, I tried to go for her neck, but, you know,
Is that when you cut yourself, you think?
yeah, I think after that.
Where did you stab her?
I tried to go from behind and cut her whole body.
Did you cut her?
I think so, yeah. I think
It doesn't seem like something you have to think about. I know you're still kind of dealing with it. And I wasn't there, I wasn't the one doing it, but you don't have to think about it. You know what you did. So you cut her neck, you stabbed Christopher in the neck. How many times did you stab Christopher?
2 or 3, I think.
And who else did you stab?
Besides Mom.
Because here's the thing, everybody's been stabbed, and you both had knives, and we know you both stabbed everybody. So you guys are kind of at the same level, and so now it's who's going to be honest and make this right, and who's a liar, okay? Which one do you want to
I'm
be?
not liable.
Okay, so you're a man of your word?
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to make this right and do the right thing at this point in time?
Yes.
Okay. What else are
Okay.
you missing?
You want to start over then?
From like,
You tell us where you need to start.
he stabbed. I didn't stab. I was stabbed through a window. So,
What about the crossbow?
the crossbow, yeah. It was pulled back, like it didn't have a bolt or arrow or anything. I tried to fire it and broke.
It broke.
Yeah, I never. That's why I never use it. It's broke. It's cheap.
So it was a broke before last night.
It broke when I got to God-5 because I wasn't able to do anything, and I just need to unclock it. So I went into the ground, I pulled the ticket, and this again,
And that was a while ago, or that was last night?
Oh, that was last night.
Because you were supposed to use it.
I was supposed to use it. I was caught back, and I wasn't going to use it, so I had to, unclock it and look.
So nobody's going to have any crossbow injuries.
No, they're not.
Okay.
What about the big knife, the machete? Did that get used on somebody?
I think he might have used it on Daniel. I think that's what he might have used to stab him in the chest.
And what about the surgical blade knife?
I think that's what he wants to go with, too. So yeah, I think he used all of them. I only used the one. I used the green one.
You only used the green one,
Yeah.
and you're sticking to that.
Yes.
And so you only stabbed your family because they were in the way towards the bigger plan?
Well, the reason we used to kind of kill family is they were in the way, and higher count. That's powerful.
Just to start off with a big count.
So is this all a game? I mean, this higher count, I'm confused. Is this a game?
It's more like to kind of become famous, kind of get set a record.
Did you, now, because you said this yourself, you told Robert you killed 3,
Yep.
and so now we're stuck at the point where you've told us you stabbed Christopher and your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one more person that you stabbed and you didn't mention earlier?
No.
Okay.
I can stick to my one that I ain't stabbed anybody else, but it's nothing.
How do you feel about what you've done now?
I didn't like it the minute it started.
I mean, how do you feel about your mother? I mean, you watched her get stabbed. You cut her throat yourself, and you watched her bleed all over the place and scream. How does that make you feel?
No, I don't think about it.
You don't want to think about it. And Christopher, your little brother. I mean, you stabbed him in the neck. What has he ever done to you?
Nothing.
So he's just a number.
Yes.
And how do you feel about that now?
It's pointless.
It's what?
Pointless.
Pointless. Would you be willing to write us a statement kind of explaining what we just talked about?
Yeah.
Kind of starting at the beginning.
Like with
Like-
paper. I don't know if I can get that well.
Yeah, pen and paper is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I got these forms that you can write on. You think you could do that for me?
Sure, about what?
Well, what I would want you to kind of write down is basically what we talked about.
Okay.
Like kind of talking about the plans that you guys put together, the stuff that you got, that he bought for you, and then what you're going to do, and then what happened last night.
Yeah, like a little timeline.
Yeah, just basically like a timeline. Kind of like your story, like almost you're writing it for a book or a magazine or something.
Following this interview, the brothers were booked into the Tulsa County Jail to await trial. From here, it was argued in court whether or not Michael would be charged as an adult, considering he was only 16 years old, but state law says that 15 to 17-year-olds who have been charged with first-degree murder are to be tried as adults and are ineligible for juvenile or youthful offender certification. So on February 23, 2016, the preliminary trial came around, and the Broken Arrow police argued that the brothers only did this in order to become famous. They also claimed that Robert Bever laughed while describing the attacks and said he told them killing more than one person made him feel like a god. After being bound over to the grand jury while awaiting trial, Robert attempted to commit suicide on June 17, 2016 in his cell on the medical unit where he was held in segregation away from his brother. On September 7, 2016, a plea deal saved Robert from receiving the death penalty during his trial, but instead he earned himself 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole. and on June 25th, 2020, Michael was also sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. With that being said, we have reached the end of this video, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to leave a comment on any one of my videos in order to get placed in the giveaway. I will be going through my comment section to pick a winner on March 4th. Okay, love you, bye!